Good morning, welcome back to part 2 of rebuilding my e-bike battery. So I've got my cells here that have been tested and all charged up, and I haven't received my BMS yet, still waiting in the mail, but I can still start building my pack. It's a 10S4P, so I need 40 cells. So these have all got the milliamp hour and the internal resistance written on them. Now, to be able to separate this into 10 equalish groups, I'm going to use this website called the Cell Savers Pack Builder. So what I do is I go to the pack builder, which I am already in, go to salvage cells, and here's one I did on a recent smaller pack. So we kind of, how do I clear that? What balancing method would I like to use? Cell capacities with IR. So what I do is I enter the capacity in milliamp hours, a colon, and then the internal resistance, followed by a comma. So I'm going to do this to 40 of them, and I'll loop you back in. So what I'll do at the moment is I'll go like this: 2407 colon 83. See there, comma, and I'll put this over here so I know that it's done. Okay, one more, 2478 colon 79. So I'll do all of them. I'll do it for 40 cells, and I'll loop you back in. Okay, I have my 40 cell groups there. And here are the cells. Pretty heavy when they're going to come together. So I go to next step. Where's my mouse pointer gone? There it is, next step. And we have number and series, so it's going to be 10. Number of cells in parallel, 4. Nominal cell voltage is 3.6 for these cells. Building your pack, this is a really interesting part. So it's 36 volt nominal system, which is correct. 10.158 amp hours, and the watt hours 365.688 watt hours. Max diversion of 93 milliamp hours. So this is the kind of tedious part where I arrange into 10 separate groups of 4 cells. So I have to kind of play needle in the haystack, arrange these all, and mark them off. So as we can see, this website gets all your cells and makes them kind of around the same capacity and the same internal resistance. Alright, so what I'm going to do is arrange these into groups of 4, and then I'll check back in with you. Okay, this is the spacer. Okay, I'm going to have it in this orientation, the bottom, and this will go on the top. I printed out the list, and I've organized all the batteries like this so I can easily find them. Okay, I'm going to go through each of these groups, put them in there, and for reference, here it is. I replicated what the old one was set like. This empty void here, that's where the BMS will sit. Okay, so I won't bore you with finding all these. I will just do it and click my fingers, and it will all be done. Okay, here it is organized. How awesome. So a bit tedious, but I've done it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So we're going to join positive to negative. There's another 4 there, 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 another 4 there. So I will do a spot weld, put them all together, and it's going to take some time, so I'll probably just time lapse you through it. join this all up and I'll flip it over and do the same thing. Make sure that I've got my polarities right. I'm not going to short batteries. And then that pack is done. We can measure some voltages, and we won't be able to do anything past that point until we get the BMS, but they'll get the bulk of the work done. And then I'll just have to solder the BMS on and we can go from there. So just preparing myself for the work that will come when the BMS comes. So this is all done. That was pretty scary at some point, at some parts. So now we are going to check the all-important voltage. All-important voltage. So this is our main negative, and that's our main positive over there. 4.18. 8.37, 12.54, so that's 3S pack at that point. And then we've got a 4S here, 16.69. And then where's my other one? I need to put it to this now. 16.7, 20.9, 25, 25, 29, 33.2, 37.4, 41.6. Awesome. So that is a 10S pack, fully charged, 41.6. I think fully charged is 42 volts. Very good. So I can't really do anything else at this point. This pack is pretty dangerous because it is basically 42 volts. So I'm waiting for my BMS. I thought about bringing back my old BMS, but I lost all the balance wires. I just ripped them all off. But considering that may have been the problem that killed 16 of the cells originally, I only salvaged 14 of them. Probably best to just wait for my new BMS to come. So I got the exact same one, and also got a Dali BMS. Just wanted to see which one would come first, because yeah, there's none locally available, or in Australia that is. So I prefer to use a Dali BMS because that is a better quality one, but it's got to fit in this little gap here. So I'm really excited about that. I'll put that like that, and I guess we'll leave that as part 2 of the build, and stay tuned for part 3 where I put the BMS in and test it.